requesting no call. All a brother need is a #1 call. And we can hook up on my next day off. We can spend the night, or you can spend the evening in tight. Doing what it is, what they like. I just want to say,
sexy lady,
y'all say, hey,
give me your number, girl.
give me your number, you tell them roll with a nigga, roll with a. Y'all say,
Sexy lady,
y'all say, hey,
'cause I wanna rock your world.
roll with a nigga, roll with a nigga.
Sexy lady,
Such a quarter on his head.
give me your number, girl.
Yeah, you tell them roll with a nigga, roll with a nigga.
Sexy lady, 'cause I wanna rock your world.
Roll with a nigga, roll with a. I wanna.
Put you on Saturday, pick you up on Saturday.
What they do? You tell them, uptown, baby.
I'ma come get you on Saturday, pick you up this Saturday. Maybe you can give me shuttle just a day. Damn, girl, sexy, what you want, baby? Never find you, so you ain't got to pay. Get the money, D-Street.
Next thing you know, she down a nigga playing. Sexy lady, sexy baby. Head on the shoulder, plus a sexy crazy. Like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Even though I pleaded a bar straight to the hotel teas and was a foreplay. Now shorty calling me up when she wanted. It's obvious we in the club, she be on me. I ain't Mikey B, but she can be my time.
Sexy lady,
Come on, hey.
give me your number.
Roll with a nigga, roll with a nigga.
Sexy lady, I wanna rock your world.
Roll with a nigga, roll with a nigga.
I wanna get you on Saturday, pick you up on Saturday. Maybe we can go get your back. I'ma come get you on Saturday, pick you up this Saturday. Maybe you can give me some pussy, babe. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Gonna dig this.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's backpack, capital one. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man, A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts. My advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants are with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered a leash. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty. I'm back in the building. Listen, real quick. All right, so first things first. Announcements. All right. So When, what did I say tomorrow? Lord have mercy. When all right. Hold on, let me double check because I don't want to keep talking and stuff. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. I don't want to keep talking and stuff. All right, so listen. Wild Out Wednesday, FAMU, JSU, open lines here for y'all, all of y'all trying to get this thing going. All right, it's gonna be lit. No rules. The only one rule is no wife, no wives, no kids, no moms. All right.
What kind of shit is that?
I know, but listen, you gotta have look. No wives, no kids, no moms. That's a no go. All right, that's a no go. So everything else is free at last. Thank God Almighty, free at last. Everything is going good, right? Also, real quick, shout out to my man M. Frank from Detroit. All right, M. Frank from Detroit sent me this Texas Southern t-shirt. It's here. Appreciate you, my guy. I picked it up today. I love it. It's a little big baggy on me, but hey, listen, I always appreciate that free merch. You always say I'm a HBCU. Slut me out with these HBCU streamers. Slut me out. Slut me out. All right, let me get all the merch. All right, let me get all that merch, boy. All right, so that's what we're in next. Hey, listen, before I get into this Deion Sanders thing, right? Listen, you already know what the name is. Captain Petty, Sergeant Smoke. Listen, hey, Blue, I know you on this. I need you to call in right now, Blue. Listen, I need you to call in right now because I'm about to school these. I'm about to say the N-word. I'm about to school these Bama's real quick, right? Let me read something, right? So I'm going back and forth in the comment section with these so-called pundits. All right. So if you look at Swag Buzz, because you know they bring up Quincy Casey, and you already. I don't have to say how I feel about Quincy Casey. We don't even got to cross that bridge, right? So I'm not even addressing Nunez Phillips. That nigga's a clown. All right. So we're not even addressing that. I'm gonna go to Swag Buzz, right? And this is what kills me because earlier he said something stupid. What did he say? Let me see. Did I get it? I didn't get it. I didn't get it. He said something crazy, talking about like Quincy Casey's not as good as Shador or some foolishness like that or whatever, right? So then I said Quincy Casey's good. Of course, you know how I feel. He said Shador's. Oh, this is what he said. He said, as much people are hyping Quincy up, he needs to play good or be good. I said, oh, like how everybody's hyping up Shador. Like, is that not the same? He says Shador's getting hype off the schools he was recruited by. He's a 4-star quarterback. All right. Now, if you want to get technical, if he was getting recruited by everybody, why he commit to FAU? Don't worry, I'll wait. Don't listen. I know this is about to be about Coach Prime, but I got to get with you. It's nothing. What's up, JR? What's good, my guy? I know you're gonna kill it at Bethune. You gonna kill it at Bethune, my guy. All right, that's what's up, JR. Hey, make sure y'all check the interview out. Great guy. All right. Why if you that guy? And everybody wanted you. Everybody wanted you. All right. Listen what I'm saying. I didn't say your only choices was FAU. Everybody wanted you. Blue, I'm gonna need your FBS experience right here. My guy, because I definitely don't want to put my foot in my mouth. All right. I don't want to do that. All right. But I want to be very clear. Everybody wanted you. All right. That's what you said. Okay. But you chose FAU. Hey, If this is not the argument you want, get off the stream. Listen, I'm with the shit today. All right. I'm with the shit today. All right. If this is not what you want to hear, move your happy ass along and continue your Monday. If it's not, keep it pushing. I'm with it today. All right. Because they done got me riled up and now I'm here. You want it? How 40-year-old version? You want the nigga here now. I'm here now. Okay. You were saying all this stuff in the comments. I'm here now. All right. So let's get with it. That's what you want to do. Let's get with it. So if everybody wanted him, why he go there? I just want to know. Please help me. That's all I'm saying. And if to me, okay. So let's really break this thing down because I'm really getting sick of the conversation. If I'm being a whole buck, I'm really getting sick of the conversation. If you go to FAU, which is an FBS program, why are you going to Jackson State? And everybody on here is going to be like, oh, he went to Jackson State because of his dad. So you don't think he talked to his dad and said, look, I'm coming to Jackson State. I got to start. Your dad's the coach. Your dad is the coach. Like you got to be boo-boo the fool to think that if I'm coming to where my dad is coaching, that I'm not going to start. Like, you got, what? What? I'm leaving an FBS program with money galore. Everything I want. I still have my name, which is Shadur Sanders, Israel Carey. Move your happy ass on. Move your happy ass on. If you got a problem with it, click off the stream. If you don't want to be here, click off the stream. It's just that simple. Back to my point. If that's the case, so everybody talking about Quincy Casey, like Quincy Casey had a true shot, like that shit blows my life. It really does. And all you JSU homers and people who say they know football, I don't give a damn what you talking about. If you was playing Pop Warner and the running backs and the quarterback coach was his dad, you're gonna be like, did he really get that position because he better or he just because his dad's playing? Like, come on, man. Like, what we talking about? What we talking about, man? Yeah, man. Like they really got me hot, bro. They really got me hot because you're dumb. Listen, the film itself tells me everything I need to know. I'm watching the first documentary and who's practicing in the spring when he don't got no fucking games. In the first episode, he said, oh, I can't play because I played in the fall. So why are you taking snaps with the ones? You're not preparing for a game. So tell me how Quincy and Jalen get a fair shot to be a quarterback when your son who cannot play, he can't play at all. The two kids that actually got to go out and make a competition for themselves don't get as much snaps as your son, and he can't play. Blue, what's your last floor, my guy? Blue, what's your last floor? Tell me so I make sure I'm picking the right person. What's your last floor, Boo? What's your last four? Seven, five. I got you. Hey, Blue, talk to me.
What's up, man?
All right, let me ask you a question, Blue. Explain to me the difference between interest, like a school saying, hey, we're interested, in a school actually giving you a scout, like, hey, we want you. Because I'm going to bring it up real quick for people because they're going to be like, he was recruited by Alabama. I'm about to bring it up just so we can have a whole discussion on this thing real quick. Let me bring it up real quick because I'm so sick of this conversation, bro. Like, I am so done with it. All right, so what you're looking at right now is the actual 24/7 jank. Let me know if you can see it. I'm about to zoom in on it. And yeah, you can see the Alabama, Arizona State. Okay, so explain that to me, Blue. Explain to the people in the stands.
So 247, the way it lists is they always put the favorite first. So if the kid commits to like Florida Atlantic, Jackson State, that's why they're at the top. Then every other program is listed alphabetically. That's not, so once you get past like the schools that he either visited, committed to, and or named in his top 3, once you get past those, they're just listed alphabetically. So it's not like he was considering Alabama, Arizona State, Baylor in that order. Alabama had interest. Alabama recruits everybody. They always put out feelers and film. But when you look at Alabama's recruiting class, they just got done landing the #1 quarterback in the country out of California, and Bryce Young, who's the starter this year.
Yeah.
If you thought he was coming in to get the starting job, you're mistaken. And then this year, dude, they landed Jalen Milroe, who is a top 100 player, higher ranked than Shadur, out of Katy, Texas, who is one of the best quarterbacks in the country.
Thank you, Blue. Now, let me ask you another question. I see all this as offer. What does that truly mean?
So what it means is somewhere in the recruiting process, he either got told that he had an offer, but there's a difference between getting an offer and then at the end of the recruiting class getting a committable offer. Because what schools do, and I've talked to players about this, D1 players, and where they'll get an offer that way the team can stay in their recruiting ranking. So that way, if they know the top 10's coming, they'll offer a kid so we put them in the top 10. But then once they get down to the end of their recruitment, so let's say Bama offered them, but then they land Jalen Milroe.
Yeah.
They probably would tell Shadur, hey, man, you need to go look elsewhere because we got Jalen on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Or they got Bryce Young on the way. That's how it goes. And I have talked to coaches at Auburn, at K-State, where I'm at now. That is absolutely what happens. And I even just got done with the class at the Scouting Academy, all about being a recruiting coordinator. And we talked to ADs, we talked to coaches. Honestly, if you don't get an official offer where they post on the Twitter, they got an official offer from Auburn, Bama, Jackson State, Miami, you can't commit on the spot. And the coaches will let you know whether it's a committable offer or not, because they'll take your official commitment. And that's why you see a lot of kids decommit, because they'll commit when they get that first initial offer. And then once they see okay, Auburn, so I'm an Auburn grad. So Auburn had a running back committed not too long ago. Well, they landed 2 higher ranked running backs. Well, that running back finally all of a sudden lost his offer and decommitted.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of these offers are just to keep the teams in the recruitment.
Okay, got it. Now let's narrow this, and you don't have to. I don't want to bring the smoke to your channel. You know what I'm saying? But I just want, so realistically, if his thing was starting as a freshman, right? I don't know. Even if I go back to the top, Jackson State and Florida Atlantic are the only 2 ones that are leading the pack or whatever, because he committed to FAU. Would coaches tell him up front, hey, you're going to start as a starter? Or is that something how, you know what I'm saying? Because I could take you at Florida Atlantic, and then, I can get another kid. I'm like, hey, this kid might be better. So how does that work if you know?
So when the schools recruit a kid, they'll usually tell you hey, and they'll be like, hey, you got a chance to start. You got a chance to compete is the way they usually phrase it. But the biggest thing for me is the recruits nowadays, man, you can just Google this stuff. You can Google the roster, and it's let's say you're going to Jackson State now. You got Shadur. You got Sunshine or whatever his name is, and then you just got that JUCO commit. So why would you ever go to Jackson State? I'm not even trying to insult Shadur, because right now he's probably the best quarterback on Jackson State's roster by a long shot, and I'm not even going to act like that's not the case. But for me, when I look at Alabama A&M, right now I'm not going to Alabama A&M if I'm a wide receiver.
Yeah, it's thick.
Why
the room
would you
is
go
thick.
to Alabama A&M? The receiving room's 8 deep, and if you want to play early, the Alabama A&M ain't the place, and so you'll look elsewhere. A lot of the times, it's whether the kid has a good circle around him. Their high school coaches should be doing the research. They should be doing the research. Their parents, and a lot of the times, you can tell when the school's lying to you, man. Let's just be honest, and that's one of the biggest things that you talk to players now. They'll tell you who was genuine in the recruiting process and who wasn't, because it just comes off authentic. And that's why people like a Nick Saban, a Dabo Swinney, a Kirby Smart are so good at recruiting, because they just they honestly keep it 100% real. And I see Phil Ross in the comments. The difference in the 247 and the 247 composite, the 247 is strictly just the rankings for 247 itself. The composite is what they'll take their rankings, ESPN rankings, and Rivals rankings, and then they'll all combine them together.
Got you.
So I always use the composite because it's a higher sample size of talent scouts and things like that. So a dude can be ranked in the 247, the number 36 quarterback. So Shadur's the 25 quarterback in the composite, which means that ESPN and Rivals had him much higher than the 247 scouts did. Because you can see Shadur was only a 3-star for 247.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, appreciate. Hey, go ahead. So, you got something else, Blue?
Oh, no, that was it, man. Hey, I love the show, man. Keep doing your thing.
Hey, thank you. Hey, y'all go ahead and tune into my man, Blue Bloods, at the Blue Bloods. He great channel. If you want some information, if you want college stuff, everything like that. Listen, I want to be very clear. This is not to downplay Shador, right? That's not what I'm doing right here. What I'm doing is the disrespect you're showing Quincy Casey is what bothers me. That's the problem that I have. It's nothing against Shador. Shador is who he is. He's going to be who he is. All right. No issues. I'm not downplaying Shador. Congratulations, Jackson State. You have Shador Sanders. What I'm saying is to act like Quincy Casey, A, had a fair shot. B, does not have the talent level of a Shador Sanders or better. And 3, that man can't ball is out of your mind. And then I had somebody say, what's his starting record? Give Shador the same team Quincy had in the spring and come talk to me. Come talk to me. Have Shador play with that same team in the spring and have him come talk to me. Or give Quincy Casey the team that he's going to have now and come talk to me. Then we can compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges. Until then, miss me with that. All right. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
This is Corey Lee, brother.
Talk to
me.
Get
it home.
Talk to me.
All right. So this is the deal. I sent you an article, and this was back in, I think maybe the article was back in the fall. Reason why Shador committed to FAU because he wanted to play for a black coach. It was stated long before he even got to Jackson State. So, okay, we all know we went to love affair with Quincy Casey and try to make this or that. But however, the committable offer things, yeah, that has some relevance to it. But the bottom line, now let me give it to you from a professional scout. When I used to play professional baseball and scout professional baseball, you cannot get if you got to look and you play to have a body of work from a freshman to a senior, getting on the field was most important. And Blood did bring up some decent points, but at the end of the day, if you look at a Justin Fields as a sophomore, as a junior, opposed to him just playing as a senior, then you got a much bigger body of work. But I don't want to be like Malcolm, so go ahead and chime in, bro.
What point are you making? Help me understand what point are you making?
You're going all off the wall talking about, well, he didn't have this, while he was going to FAU, he already put it into, it was in an article. And I sent you the article and I put it in the live stream. He wanted to play for a black coach. Willard Taggart was at FSU and he was at USF. He was friends with his daddy. So and Willie Taggart, look at what he did with Quentin Flowers. Come on.
Are you talking about the same Willie? You talking about the same Willie Taggart that bombed at FSU? Okay, but we're not gonna go there. You're talking. So that my point is, he committed to FAU. He went to Jackson State. Why did he go to Jackson State, Mr. Corey? Talk to me about that.
That is
why did he go to Jackson State? That answer my question.
I told you if you got a body
answer my question. Why? No, you're not answering my question. Answer my question. Why did he go to Jackson State? Answer my question.
His daddy was coaching there.
Oh, congratulations. So now you knocked that out. Go ahead, Corey.
Let's put this to rest.
Go ahead, Corey.
Let's put it to rest.
Go ahead.
If Quincy Casey is who you thought he was, then he wouldn't have ran from the competition. and for a fact, I'm saying it. And then we get the Akil glasses over at Akil glasses.
Oh my God, this is funny.
No, well, we get Quincy. Akil Glass is over there. Quincy Casey probably is not going to start next year.
Okay.
Over at A&M.
Okay.
Quincy Casey, if he wanted to get on the field, he probably should have went to Valley.
Okay.
At the end of the day.
Okay. So let me get this straight. A kid who doesn't like competition went to a quarterback room that had competition. Make that make sense to me, Corey. Make that make sense to me.
What? Pretty easy. Okay, now
No. Answer my question. A kid that does not like competition went to one of the most toughest quarterback rooms in the SWAC. Make that make sense to me.
Okay.
If he didn't want competition,
right there.
If he didn't want competition,
so I'm ready to help you out. So if you knew a guy that had was Shador, he was 192 in the composite. He was a top 200 recruit.
That's not my question. That's not my question. That's not my question. That's not my question. You made a statement, said he was scared of competition. You said he should have went to Valley. I even said he should have went to Valley, but Valley didn't have nobody around him because I said if Quincy would have went to Valley, they probably would have named the stadium after him. So I agree with you that if you wanted to start right away, he could have went to Valley, could have went to Texas, he could have went to a lot of schools. So explain to me, if a kid that does not like competition went to one of the hardest rooms in the SWAC, make that make sense to me.
Okay, well, explain to me.
You're not answering the question. You made a statement. You made a statement that said he was scared of competition. I refuted your statement by saying he went to one of the toughest quarterback rooms in the SWAC. Why, if he doesn't like competition? Explain that to me, Corey. The rest of what you're saying don't mean shit.
He was probably misled thinking.
Oh my God! Now he's probably misled. Right, so it probably wasn't a competition battle at Jackson State. Then can I say that as well? Since you probably and stuff, let me probably stuff. So it probably wasn't a real quarterback battle at Jackson State. Thank you for your call, Corey, because you can't make a statement, a flat out statement says he's scared of competition like you know the kid, and then he goes to a quarterback room that's full of quarterbacks and says, oh yeah, I'm scared of competition, but I'm gonna go to the hardest place in the SWAC to start. Shut up. No.
See, what you like to do is you like to dance around the argument. You dance around the argument.
You made the statement.
You get up and leave because Shador comes in.
He didn't get up and leave. How did he get up and leave? How did he get up and leave? He played the game at Alabama A&M. Balled out. Balled out. And that's on him? And that's on him? That's on him. Shut up. Akil puts up 6 touchdowns, and that's on him? And that's on him. But Dion is a defensive-minded coach, but Akil Glass puts up 6 touchdowns. Make that make sense. Make that make sense to me. The
talent level at Jackson State this spring is nothing alike what you're going to see. Let me make this point.
So, Corey, I said the same thing.
Let me make this point right
Go ahead, Corey.
If you watch the UCLA-Hawaii game on Saturday.
I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I do not care about that. Make the point. Okay, make your point. Make your point.
Okay, so it was a big difference in the talent. So UCLA had their way. Then you go to North Carolina Central and watch North Carolina Central and Alcorn. Okay, why the MEAC dominates in SWAC is because what happened was they got physical in the doggone trenches. Everybody agrees with that. I mean, can we not agree on that? Well, at the end of the day, Jackson State is going to dominate FAMU this doggone Sunday because you're going to see a dominant defense up front. So what's going to happen? We know what they got in the back end, but the dominant defense or dominant defense will make the whole
Corey, shut up. You're not making any sense. You're not making any sense.
Put 100 on the game.
You're not making any sense.
Put 100 on it.
Who says I was going against JSU? So shut up. That's what I'm saying. Shut up. I'm not. You don't even know who I'm going for. You're not even making. You're jumping the broom because you're going back and forth. Let me break down your points because this is really asinine right now. You say that Quincy Casey's scared of competition. He went to one of the hardest quarterback rooms. You say it was Quincy Casey's fault that he lost. Akil Glass scored 6 touchdowns. Quincy Casey don't play safety. Quincy Casey don't play D-line. Quincy Casey don't play linebacker. He puts up 3 touchdowns, 400 yards, and it's his fault they lost? Shut up and get off my line.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
well,
hey,
you know,
hey,
we've been
quarterback, you live. Talk to me.
I wanted to talk.
Hey, you
Hey,
live.
I'm on the phone. Hey, come on, man. All right. Hey, so thanks for the water. All right. Okay. Yeah, give me. Okay. So here's the deal. So didn't FAU change their whole staff? I'm just putting that out there for context. So I think that had a little bit to do with Shador choosing to go to follow his father.
Yeah, he follows that.
Yeah, so I'm not going to too much put that on the kid because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, he was great. He was rated out as a 4-star, and I mean, if you can play at Ohio University, you can become a NFL champion and a possible Hall of Famer. So, I mean, it is what it is. So they'll find you wherever you are. Just to put that out there. Now, the other part to it, spring versus the fall, and you gotta look at it at the granular level. And I'm 100% behind what you're saying in terms of, okay, these aren't going to be the same players, not the same talent level, but you dance with who you brought to the party. So you got to coach them up, and you have to teach them appropriately to be able to succeed. Now, okay, I wasn't expecting them to go, undefeated in the spring, but I was expecting them to be close in some of those games. I think we talked about it extensively about that offensive line play, specifically about how they couldn't get anybody.
Listen. Listen. No disrespect, but you got to speed this up, my guy. Get to the point. What do? Because I'm hyped. You bringing my hypeness down. Get to the point.
Okay. All right. End of the day is this: you gotta some of these stands gotta stop just riding on Deion's back. Just to put it bluntly.
Okay.
Yo, you didn't do anything in the spring. They got to do something in this fall. Stop acting like he's a world beater. They didn't beat anybody. They didn't beat anybody when it mattered. Like, and that's a fact. The people that they should have beat, they beat. The people that they should have beat to say that, hey, you know what, we're here now, they didn't. Matter of fact, they got murked by them.
All right. Appreciate the call, my guy. All right. Listen, guys, listen. I want to make this very clear, right? If Quincy taking Shador out the picture, listen, okay, see if I'm going to answer your question. There is CJ Dixon. You got a Kill Glass. You know you're not starting over Kill Glass. So that's one. All right. He's the best quarterback in the SWAC. So you ain't starting over him. So you already knew you're going to sit the bench. A Kill Glass, CJ Dixon, and McCullen. Yeah, those three. You got those three. You got the kids down at FAMU. That's a pretty tough quarterback battle. And who else? Because anybody else you name behind anybody in Jackson State, the only kid you probably can bring up is that senior that you just talked about that went to Jackson State. I don't know why a senior would go to Jackson State knowing he's not going to play, but whatever. So that quarterback room is a wash. Valley's quarterback room is a wash. UAPB, Scalapari, everybody else is a wash. PV, wash. Who else? Southern, Ladarius, and Bubba, they're in itself. So if he would have went there, that's a little QB battle right there. What else? Who else we got? Who else? Alabama State, Ryan Nettles and Quincy. That could have been a push. Who else? Let me think. So yeah, there's not many quarterback rooms where you say, yo, number one is legit. Number two is a fight position. Number three is like, all right, we got a number three. All right. There's not many quarterback rooms like Alabama A&M because two of them have shown what they can do. Nobody on Jackson State's quarterback room has shown anything in the SWAC. You can talk about your college graduate transfer, but he has not played in the SWAC. Okay. And you can talk, and if he would have done something at the FBS level, I highly doubt he'll be here. I mean, let's think about it. When Russell Wilson left North Carolina State and went to Wisconsin, he had credentials. All right, went to Wisconsin, did his thing at Wisconsin. That's what a graduate senior usually does. He's like, hey, I'm legit. I have and Blue, please back me up on this. I'm legit. I got credentials. I'm the missing piece to a title contender. Let me go there, do that. That's what I think. Listen, if Jackson State, and I mean this in all honesty, and listen to me very closely. I don't care about Quincy Casey. I don't care about Shador. If Dion would have gotten a grad transfer quarterback that had proven itself at the Power 5 level, there's not one team I would pick over Jackson State right now. And I mean that for everything I love. If Dion would have got a grad transfer from a FBS level school that was legit, solidified, had credentials under his name, you're not seeing Jackson State on any level. You're not seeing Jackson State on any level. All right. Now, decompress. Let's get into he called those non-conference. Come on, man. JSU backup played in the toughest conference in FCS. What? If you played in the toughest conference, if you played, this is the dumb shit people be talking about. If you played in the toughest conference at FCS, why would you go to Jackson State? Knowing you're not going to start. That's a waste of a year. That's a waste of a year of your eligibility. You played in the hardest conference and you go to Jackson State to sit behind a freshman? Shut up. Who would do that? I'm that good to play at that level and I'm going to sit behind a freshman? Shut up. Did you not watch Love and Basketball? Did you not watch Love and Basketball at USC? You don't want to get your spot taken by a freshman? Shut up. That don't even make no sense. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? That makes no sense. Anyway, that don't make no sense. If that's what he did, congratulations to him, but that don't make sense. All right. Anyway, moving on, right? So I got my shout out. Going over the recap of episode 2, I'm going to get some quick thoughts in here. My thoughts, good, bad, and indifferent, right? Loved the players praying. That is awesome. Shout out to Dion for that. That is too dope. Having the players pray. Listen, I cannot stand praying. So the fact that he calls kids out to pray, to put them on the spot like that, build that habit up, do what you got to do. That was awesome. Freaking loved it. Shout out to CJ Holmes for doing that. That's what's up. All right. Respect. Yo, come on, man. Like, this is what you bring in Dion for right here, right? For the connections, hooking up the strength coach like that. Oh, no, I don't like to pray. Like, I don't pray very well. I feel like I pray very, very awkward. So that's why I don't like to pray. All right. Hooking up the strength coach like that, bringing them inside, bringing them inside your program, getting it all up to speed, getting them going with the young kids, and then him having the opportunity to go to the Vikings, recruit with them and all that type of stuff. That is big time, man. Shout out to Dion for that. That was dope. I absolutely love that part of the series or whatever. That was awesome. Another part that I absolutely loved was what Dion said. That's the expectations of the program. All right. This is the expectations of the program, right? So when he said that to me, it's twofold, right? Now it depends on how you want to take it. I'm just taking it context coming into me. It's twofold. One, that the coaches that he have on his staff are legit. Like, that's the expectations of the program. That's the expectations of what I've brought in and what I've amassed as coaching staffs and everything like that. That's one expectation. Two, the expectation of the programs is that we're not losing. Like, we're supposed to win. So I want all the JSU fans on here for real talk. If you don't get what you expect to get, I don't want to hear about, give us time, give us this, give us that. Oh, you got to work with us. No, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's that you have expectations. You have the number 1 FCS class. Make it happen, Captain. It's just that simple. You got that. You have that mantle. You have to hold it. All right. You have that mantle. You have to hold it. That's what it is. Expectations come with that. So win or lose, you got to take the good with the bad. If you run through the SWAC, you can't listen. This is what I don't want to hear. If you run through the SWAC, I don't want to hear, oh, that's what we were supposed to do. Because your fallback line, if you lose, is, oh, it's just his first year. So it got to be a whole buck. All right. You can't be dilly-dallying on the line, because if I start it up right now and say, hey, you're supposed to win the SWAC or you're supposed to win the Celebration Bowl, you'll be like, yo, chill, Scotty, yo, chill, bro. Like, let Dion get his feet wet. You know what I'm saying? Let him get his bill wet before you talk. You putting all these expectations on us. Scotty, man, chill. Like, relax, bro. We just worried about fam, bro. I know we got the number 1 FCS class and a 4-star quarterback, but just chill, bro. All right? I'll hear that. Now you halfway in the season, you undefeated. Oh, we running the table, Scotty. Oh, they can't see us. They can't stop us. Like, what you mean? Like, ain't no way to go but the Celebration Bowl. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. All right? I don't want to hear it. So it's either one or the other. It's either we got to give him time to get his feet wet, or you going to win. You're coming out the gate winning. It's just that simple for me. It's no different. It's no if and nah. Like Coach Maynard said, make sure you tell me that you feel we the paper champs. All right. Look, tell me before the game. All right. So tell me how you really feel. If you really feel you can't, because in the back of your mind, you're like, oh, I think we can win the whole thing. But I don't really want to say that. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. That's my thing right there. I'm just living on that right now. Let me see what Charles Moon said. If we win, you expect it. If we lose, it'll be your highest rated ever. Don't try to flip it now. Don't try to flip what now? Charles, I'm sick and tired of you, bro. It be some days you be funny as hell and I got to give you credit. But then there's some days I be like, why does this nigga not just call in? You stay in the chat and then you want to say this. Oh my God, like, bro, I'm at work. Oh, bro, I can't make the call. Oh, I got you next time, man. But you live in the chat. So what am I flipping on? Tell me what I'm flipping on. Because to me, that's what JSU fans are doing. That's what JSU fans do. I expect Jackson State to win it all. If they don't win the SWAC championship, it's a bust. I don't care what you're talking about. If they don't win the SWAC championship, it's a bust. B-U-S-T. Bust. You got the number 1 recruiting class and you don't win the SWAC championship, you a bust. It's simple as that. That's the expectation. Because you can't, because if Dion's brand is winning, and I've said this from my first channel. I mean, my first video. If Dion's brand is winning, so if he's not winning, it's bad. It's a bad look, because usually whatever Dion touches, he wins. All right. So at the end of the day, if it's not SWAC championship, it's a bust. I don't care what you're talking about. Oh, we got our first winning record in 8 years. I don't hear that shit. I don't want to hear that. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
What up, Scotty?
What's up? Talk to me. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, man, it's Bud from down here in Jackson, Mississippi.
Talk to me.
Hey, listen, Scott, I listen to you all the time, man. I hear you give us a hard time, Jackson State fans, man. But listen, I'm one of those fans that I believe it's going to be the season, because I look at the talent. I'm looking at the talent that we brought in, and I'm looking at the talent we got to play. I don't even think it's close, Scotty. I think that anybody who's looking at it and saying that we're not going to go undefeated or going to lose more than 2 games or delusional. Did they see what happened to Auburn? Do they not see the talent that's on the field in the SWAC? Like, what are they looking at, Scotty? What are you basing that we going to have a hard time this year? What are you basing this on? What are you watching, man?
I love how hard you're going right now. I love it.
Our Jackson State team went up there to UNLV and got beat by a team that only won 1 game. We got blew out. because of talent.
Mhm.
Talent makes a difference.
That's facts. You're right.
I mean, that's a fact.
So let me ask you this, but so do you have the best quarterback in the SWAC?
Definitely. Yeah. Straight out of high school.
Okay.
Watch what he do.
Oh, okay. So let me just mark that down as crazy. Okay. So
Okay. Hey, ho. Let me ask you this though, Scott.
uh-huh.
And you be honest now.
I'm you know I keep it 100.
If was a 4-star quarterback
Okay.
going to Alabama, would you be saying that he's one of the best college quarterbacks coming out? They say it all the time. They do it all the time. Why when is Jackson State? It's a 4-star quarterback, but he's not better than who? You finna say Glad? Who's been competing against SEC? I mean, competing against SWAC competition? That's what you basing that on?
Hold on, let me so it's quarterback. Let me just get this straight. So it's quarterbacking. So if you take the top quarterback, if you take Shador and put him on Alabama, is he not supposed to be successful? I mean, think about the talent around Alabama. That's the question.
Exactly.
Listen though.
Exactly.
Listen though, bud. This is where you separate all world talent to just a game manager or just a regular quarterback, right? All world talent is Shador taking the spring team to the SWAC championship. That's all world talent. The reason I rocks with Akil because he didn't have any game he went into, he had to be great. He didn't have to be perfect because perfect doesn't mean you throw picks. What I mean is he had to be great. He had to always be on. I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna throw you a question back your way. Can Shador not be great and Jackson State win games? Yes or no? It's just a yes or no question.
Yes, this season, yes.
Why is that, bud?
He don't have to be great. We don't have to be great to win a championship.
Why is that? Tell me why is that?
Because of the level of talent.
Oh, okay.
Because look at the level of talent he's playing with.
Okay. So once again,
but hold on, Scotty. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
This is what I want you to understand. I don't believe that this Jackson State team is even close to the rest of the SWAC. I think that if we lose to a SWAC team, it's a disgrace. I really do. I feel like that to prove ourselves, we need to go win. Just not only with the SWAC, we need to win all our non-conference games, which ain't tough. They ain't no good school. We should be undefeated. Show me somebody on our schedule that should put any kind of fear in us with the roster that we're bringing in. Come on, man. Come on. You know what? I'm disappointed in Deion Sanders if we don't go undefeated. I'm disappointed. I'll be the first one to call you back and say, Scotty, I'm disappointed.
One of my the Blue Bloods, he said he wanted to ask you. He said, what does he think about Shador and JSU with doing the FCS playoffs? If you took your team right now to the FCS playoffs, what would you guys do?
In FCS, I think that we should give it a good run. I don't. That's what to be honest, Scotty, that's where I want to see us compete at because I heard you say one time that SWAC fans are delusional because we think we're good because we only beat SWAC schools, and I agree with you. The level of talent to set you past beating a SWAC school. That's why I say Glad's good against SWAC schools, but show me what he do when he plays a team other than a SWAC school. Do he look like a normal 1-star nobody quarterback? Beat one of those schools. Go beat South Dakota. Go beat one of those schools, and you will impress me. I want Jackson State to go. I want us to run through the SWAC, and then let's see what we do against North Dakota or South Dakota. Then we can gauge how good we really are.
Okay,
really
so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Mr. Bud. Quick question. So, because I got your number and I wrote your number down because I just want to make sure if anything bad happens to this prediction, I just want to make sure who I'm texting to laugh in their face. But what I'm saying is if Shador has a bad game against the SWAC, is it Shador's fault or is it the team's fault? I'm confused. Like, just let me. I want to. If he throws 2 touchdowns and 3 picks, does that mean he's not a 4-star quarterback anymore, or is the SWAC still trash? Like, help me understand. I'm just trying to get a gauge.
No. That means that he had a bad game, but we've seen great players have bad games.
Okay.
We watched Tom Brady have a bad game, right?
Yeah, but at the highest level of competition, though. But that's neither here nor there.
But have you ever seen him have a bad game?
At the highest level of competition, though.
Okay, So you're saying because this is the lower level.
That's what you said. That's what you said. You said that. Listen to what you. Let's listen. I am a great listener. I've been divorced twice. Okay, I've been to a lot of counseling. Listen. I've been to a lot of counseling, so I listen very well. Okay, you said that your talent level is above the SWAC. You said the SWAC is beneath your team. So that means, and you said Tom Brady is throwing interceptions. I said, yes, correct. At the highest level of competition, this competition is beneath you. So why should Shedeur have a bad game? I'm just, that's what I'm trying to understand. That's all. Like, do you think Alabama, wait, let me finish my point. Do you think Alabama has a bad game against Jackson State? They don't do that. If you're that much better.
No, they don't.
Okay. If you're just that much better, then you don't have bad games. I'm just saying. That's my thing.
Okay. Well, Scotty, you know what? I'm going to go out there on a limb. I'm going to say that this season should be a record-breaking season for Shedeur. Playing against the SWAC talent, I'm going to go out there and say that this season, I agree with him. I watched him in media day when he said, hey, against the SWAC, I'm sorry it's gonna hurt people's feelings. I'm sorry. But if you're a SWAC fan and you believe the talent you've been seeing out there is great talent, then you fooling yourself. You can go watch a high school game and see just good talent. So overall, I'm saying that Shedeur, Jackson State Tigers should have a record-breaking season in the SWAC. Now, after that's done, I'm not gonna be one of those SWAC fans saying we can go whoop Alabama. We can go whoop whoever you put in front of us. No, I'm saying that the level of talent that we have dictates that the SWAC shouldn't even be close to us. We deserve to play. I don't even want to see us play in the Celebration Bowl if we go undefeated. Give us a chance in another bowl and let's really test how good we are. I don't want to play South Dakota, North Dakota. So give me a chance against Mississippi State. Give me a chance against Ole Miss, the schools that have dominated us throughout history. Give me a chance on the field with them.
So this is
what I'm gonna get by beating North Dakota. Nobody in Mississippi knows North Dakota.
Okay,
everybody knows Mississippi State. Everybody knows Southern Miss. Give me them.
Wait, but this is listen to what you're saying though. I just want you to hear what you're saying. Okay, you know how like when you're at a counseling session, he says it back to you, and you're like, dang, did I just say that? So in the premise of what you just said. You said you want to see Ole Miss. You want to play against Ole Miss. You want to play against Mississippi State. You want to play against these powerhouse schools in the FBS. Correct. All right. Now, to play at that level, that means you have the talent level, right? That's what you're saying. Correct. So I'm gonna give you a scenario. I just need you to answer the scenario. I don't need no soliloquy. I don't need none. If Ole Miss came and played last year Jackson State team, what would the score be? Just give me the score.
Hold on. I'm gonna make it even better for you, Scotty. If Ole Miss came and played any Jackson State team before this year team, the score would be 70-13.
70. Okay, I'm writing that down right now. 70-13. So since you believe that Jackson State has that type of talent, there should be no game where you don't beat a team by 3 touchdowns. Can we make that clear? Can you say that to me? If you believe in your team that much, I'm not even, and that's not even a crazy, that's 21 points. That means there should never be a game where you beat a team by less than 21 points. Can we make that assumption?
The only game you want to stop me on, Scotty, is because it's a rivalry game. It's the Alcorn game. Now, in my heart, I'm gonna believe that these guys really don't understand the rivalry between Jackson State and Alcorn.
Can't give it to you.
Maybe we can step on the field.
But I can't give it to you. But I can't. You know what? Because listen, this is why I can't give it to you. You said, did you not see what Alcorn put out on the field? That's what you said. You said that.
Right. You right.
You said that. All right.
3 touchdowns, Scotty. I'm going out on a limb.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
I want 3 touchdowns.
Listen. I'm not here to downplay what you're saying. I just want you to stand on it. You know, like stand on that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm standing on 3 touchdowns.
Okay,
but listen, this is what I want to know, because you a fence rider. You ride the fence a little bit, Scotty.
Yeah.
So
listen.
So if we complete the season undefeated, having beaten every team by 3 touchdowns, will you then acknowledge that talent made a difference in Jackson, Mississippi?
By far. Man, listen, I'll dedicate a whole show to a talent show. Like, because what that's going to show me is everybody that Dion picked up. That means now Gaddy, Abdul was a hit. That literally you hit on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Or the people that started or the bench players, you would just listen, you hit on every single player for you to be at that level.
Scott,
go ahead.
Let me tell you this. I've been watching SWAC football for a long time.
Okay.
The difference is that in the SWAC, listen to me, in the SWAC, normally you have one or two, maybe three great players on a SWAC team.
Okay.
And I'm talking about all 22 people that started, maybe three great players on a SWAC team.
3 great players.
So if you really think about it, all we have to do is hit halfway. And we're gonna blow the SWAC out.
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you know currently who are the great players on your team?
Now I get it. I believe he's gonna be a star.
Oh, hold on.
I believe. Wait. Shiloh play.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Slow down. Based off what? Based off what? See, you said, listen. Let me hold on. Let me go a little deeper. Let me go a little deeper. Let me go a little deeper. I'm trying to help you out. Let me go a little deeper. All right. Let me go a little deeper. You said you watched a lot of players in the SWAC that are great, right? That's what you said. All right. And some SWAC teams have 3 great players.
A lot of SWAC play. Yeah.
All right. Now my question is what made them great? What made them great? No. You're missing it. What makes a player? What makes a player? A player can only be great off the production a player puts on the field. You can't say a player is great with no production. Devontae Kincaid couldn't be Devontae Kincaid if he didn't take an undefeated team to the Celebration Bowl. Do you get what I'm saying? You guys are you Jackson State players are throwing around great a lot with no production underneath these players' names. With nothing, no stats, no resume, nothing. So you're like, I think Niles Gaddy's going to be great based off what? You think somebody else going based off what? Go ahead, bud. Go ahead. My bad.
When LeBron came to the NBA, did they call him? Did they say he's going to be okay, or did they say he's going to be great?
No, they called him the chosen one.
Meaning that he would be what?
He'll be great.
Okay, what was they basing that off?
Off his high school.
It was only based off of high school talent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, you're right.
So that means that before you see a player on the field, it has to be something that's transcending about them, right? Okay. Something that catches your eye. Now, Scotty, you a naysayer, but you got to believe that Nugget is gonna be great, right?
Oh, I know, because I've seen Nugget play.
So you believe he's gonna be great, right?
I've seen Nugget play. Yeah, I've seen his production on the field. But now
I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Have you seen any other player on Jackson State team that's playing that will play Sunday that you, Scotty, believe will be great?
Nugget. I think the Lanier kid is going to be.
Change me now.
Huh?
Don't shortchange me now. Come on with it now.
No, Nugget, Lanier. I think Lanier is going to be great. I think Keontae is great. That's in Isaiah. I like Isaiah. I really do. I like Bowden. I like Isaiah. Nobody on your offense.
You like
nobody on your offense other than Lanier. No.
You don't like Aubrey Miller?
You said it's going to be great. You're throwing around.
You don't think he's going to be great?
You're throwing around the word great like it's good. Aubrey Miller's a good player. He won't be great. No, that's my opinion. You asking me my opinion? I don't think he's going to be great.
That's your opinion. But back to what I said. I told you if we get 5, if we get at least 5, that's gonna you alone just named 5. That's not even counting players that we just believe in. Because see, down here in Jackson, we believe. That's not even counting the rest that we believe in. You counted 5. What I tell you that most SWAC teams have, maybe 3.
So
I
listen,
hear you talk about Alabama A&M. I bet you can't give me but about 2. That's great. If it wasn't for Deion Sanders and Swag, how many would get drafted from Alabama A&M?
Akil.
That's one.
That's
You
it.
got
That's and maybe Abdul,
Exactly.
maybe Abdul, but that's a. I mean, yeah, it'd be Akil off the rip.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Right here, just being honest now. We're just going to be honest. So if Deion Sanders was playing starting quarterback at another college, do you believe his son would get drafted into the NFL?
No.
You don't believe that his son would get drafted into the NFL?
No. Well, let me caveat that point, right? Deion is going to listen. Deion could go to a school in Saskatchewan, Canada, and it'll be the number 1 rated school in Saskatchewan because it's Deion Sanders, right? So let me kind of caveat this, right? If Deion went to Florida State and took his son with him, you're not just dealing with fans, you're dealing with boosters. And if he stepped on campus, he would not be the best quarterback at FSU. He wouldn't be. No, but what would allow Shedeur to play? Yeah, he'll probably start, and the talent surrounding Shedeur would look really, really, really nice. Really, really nice. So what do you have to do as a quarterback but just not mess up? That's what I'm saying. Like,
but you still not. You feeling like you told me. You listen well, right?
I answered your question. I said no.
All that to tell me.
I said no.
If with the right talent around him, he would get drafted.
If you're no. Because listen, when you're a scout, listen. I'll say it in multiple languages. No,
did you not just see Mac Jones get drafted from Alabama?
Listen.
Was it not the talent around him that got drafted?
Sir, are you going to let me respond? Because then I'm gonna hang up. I don't do this yelling over people. No, nunca, niete. All right, niet. Like that's Russian. No, like no. Because if you're looking for a quarterback, right? It's all about what you're looking for. To me, if you're a game manager, I don't need you at quarterback. Because in the NFL, I don't have abundance of talent like that. I don't have it. I don't. Like if most times quarterbacks are going to the worst team. So I need you, like a Trevor Lawrence, I need you to carry a team. Mac Jones had a 70%. I think like a 6. If Blue, help me out here. He's probably in the call, but I think he had like a 69 to 7% like a completion rating. But at the same time, I agree with you. His talent level is through the roof. Like Devontae Smith, first rounder, half his O-line, first rounder, running back, first rounder. So you have to kind of debate whether it's him or the players. And to me, Shedeur is going to be in that. Shedeur is going to be in that system his whole life if he keeps following his dad. Is it ever going to be Shedeur? If he went to FAU and balled out, that's Shedeur. That's the Shedeur. You're like, oh man, that kid is legit. But when you keep tagging along with your dad, you can never really understand if it's really him or his dad getting in the talent. That's my only issue with Shedeur.
If he just blow through the sweat, right? But listen to me. So you saying if he blow through the sweat, it's because he's been in the system since he was a kid?
Has he not? I mean, you've heard Deion talk about he's coached his son his whole career. He's coached his son his whole career.
But Scotty, isn't that a benefit? I get what you say. It's like a gift and a curse, because if I've been doing something all my life, then
doesn't mean you're the best. 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 If I've listen. Oh my God. Put Shedeur on a regular public school team and then come talk to me. Without his dad, without the surrounding fanfare, put him on a regular public school team or a regular college team, take his dad away and show me the real Shedeur. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see, but we will never know. We will never know.
But Scotty, you told me it's about production. You told me it's about production. You told me production will make you great. So it doesn't matter who's coaching you. It's about whether you can produce, right?
What are you talking about? If I keep putting the best talent around you and you're comparable, you can beat Trent Dilfer and win a championship. But you're not talking about no. But listen, going back to hold up. No. Going back, no. Going back to your original point, I said I said Akil Glass every day had to step into the game and be great. I asked you the same question. I said, does Shador have to be great? You said no, because his team does not require him to do that because he has talent around him. It's the same thing for Mac Jones. It's the same thing for Tua. It's the same thing for all those quarterbacks. You always, when they get to the league, they get a reality check, because now the rubber really meets the road. Are you as good as you said you were in college, or are you that real guy, or you're a cog in a wheel? We would never know about Shador. Why? Because he's always had great talent around him. If he does go to the league, that's when you're going to see if Shador is a real quarterback. Because until then, all his dad has to keep doing is keep putting talent around him, talent around him, talent around him. I won't be surprised in a FAMU game, he might throw a pass over 10 to 15 yards. He might. It might be a dig route. That might be it. Maybe one fade route. Because all you have to do when you have that much talent is just simply dick and duck. I'm going to give you the response, and then I'm going to let you go. I'm going to give you your rebuttal, and I'm going to have to let you go. Go ahead.
I appreciate it. So you're saying, the only thing I want to say is, and we'll be done with. So you're saying in the Florida A&M game that Shador would not go downfield?
I don't think so. I'll
call you Monday, Scotty.
All right, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it Monday, baby.
Sure. Hey, keep that same energy if y'all lose. I just need that same energy if y'all lose.
Hey, I want you to keep that same energy, Scotty.
I'm going to be here. Everything I talk is on wax.
I want you to keep that same energy.
Everything I say is on wax. Hey, what's up, Hey, what's up, Dante? Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Yeah, talk to me.
First, we going to touch on the little offer thing. The difference between, a lot of teams, if you talk to coaches, they offer you. Because, when Nugget was getting recruited, Nugget would DM a coach, and 10 minutes later, the coach will offer him. So when you start breaking down your offers, like he had 35, and then when he dropped it to his top 10, the coaches stopped calling it. And then when he dropped it to like his top 5, then that's when they start sending letters of intent. So letters of intent mean that they're going to offer you a scholarship. So your offers doesn't mean that they're going to offer you a scholarship. That's just offering interest in you. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the difference between offers and them really, really being interested in you. As far as this JSU stuff, a lot of these JSU fans are truly, truly delusional. First of all, JSU had 16 transfers, and the majority of them probably going to start. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But then after that, say that they go down, then what do JSU have? And that's where people not getting. There's going to be injuries throughout the season, so you can't say that they're going to run the table, even though I still expect them to run the table. But you just can't jump out there and say that JSU is just going to be punishing teams like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you get a transfer, they basically already a finished product. So you really don't have to coach them up. But when the depth come in, that's where you're going to see the real coaching right there. You get what I'm saying?
No,
bro?
I get you. No, I respect it.
And I still keep telling you, the offensive system that you're going to see Sunday is catered to Shador's strength. He is going to go downfield, bro. No matter which way you look at it, he's not going to be a game manager. I get what you're saying. I really do. But I think he's going to start out the game, airing it out, and then the second half, he'll probably turn into a game manager. Because by then, they have been did their adjustments and stuff like that. But in the early parts of the game, I don't see him being a game manager.
We'll see. We'll see on Sunday.
I know we always debate about this, so I know, little bro.
I don't see it. To me, I just don't see it. That's just like, I'm gonna leave it alone. But I just don't see it. That's just my personal opinion, and I'm allowed to have that. And and it's not no shot to you, D. We talk all the time. So yeah,
Scotty, you right though, because if you think about it, what freshman do you know from day one is going to step foot on any football field as a starter if they don't know the playbook?
That's facts.
That terminology is the hardest thing to learn, especially as a quarterback. And for you just to start day one knowing that terminology, that means that, yes, you was in that system. It's no way around it. You know, I could care less. You know, my son plays corner, so that's completely different. But, yeah, he had to have known that system for him to be a day one starter. You just don't come in and be a day one starter. Even rookies that get drafted, most of the time they do sit. You know, now that like you say, you got a new coach.
Let me say this, D, because a lot of people are asking me, what would Shedeur have to do to be great? Shedeur would literally have to, Shedeur can't have a defense. For me to think that Shedeur to be great, Shedeur can't have a defense. Because, and me and you have talked about this, Dante, we said, what is a quarterback's best friend? A defense. Because you know, if I know my defense is legit, I can take a shot here, I can take a shot there. You know, I might not score on this drive. I believe in my defense to stop somebody. All that comes into play. That's not going to happen. Shedeur is going to have an all-talented world defense. That's a caveat off. That's a caveat off that. So let's scratch that.
And I told you, man, you just talked about this. For me, what I need to see out of Shedeur, I need to see him manage the game. I need to see him do his checks. I need to see him audible. I need to see good ball placement. And I need to see him take shots when the shots are available. That's what's going to tell me if he's a good quarterback.
But see, and when I compare him to Akil, this is my thing. You can't name Akil's running game, and you couldn't name Akil's defense. Akil, like, you have to understand the pressure of a quarterback. See, people in the comments, they think they know, but they don't. If you're a quarterback and you're walking into a game and saying, I can't be the problem, I can't be the issue today, because if I'm the issue, we not winning. I don't have a running game. I don't have a defense that can stop anybody. And that's clear because JSU dropped 30-something on y'all. JSU didn't score 30 on nobody except Edward Waters and Valley and who else? That's it. You know, they didn't go over 35 points unless it was Valley and Edward Waters. So now you're in a shootout. I'm in a straight shootout. I can't get stopped by the defense. I can't, because if I do, that messes up my team. Now, he got away with it at South Carolina State because they didn't have no offense to go with it. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Akil cannot walk into a glass. He can't walk into a glass. He can't walk into a game and be the problem. He can't. He's not allowed to be, because he doesn't have the backup that Shedeur is going to have. Now, I believe that the defense is going to be good. That's still, you know, not to be seen or shown, but just to have that mindset to be like, you know what? Like, okay, good example, right? I don't like to compare teams to the 2000 Ravens or whatever, but Ray Lewis would tell Trent Dilfer, yo, just don't turn the ball over. We're going to win this game. Like that's legit. Don't turn the ball over. We're going to win the game. You see what I'm saying? Because he knew what he had. He knew what he's rocking with. And I feel as though that's what Jackson State's going to have. Yo, as long as Shedeur is a decent game manager, they're not going to lose many games because the defense is going to be all world. Because people still going to have to go score. So you might see a game that's like 21-3. But it's because Shedeur don't have to do that much. He just, when you have it, take it. If it's not there, take what the defense gives you. Hey, if you get stopped, punt the ball away. That's it.
But that's the kind of quarterback he is already, though. You know?
That's what it is.
He has like a lot of pro training, so I think he gonna have the same concept as Akil would do from deep to short. You know, we didn't talk about that too. Just read.
So,
but with the receiver core he got, like you said, they good. You know, so some of them 5-yard passes gonna be turned into like 30 and 40. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you could turn a 5. I mean, if he's that good, hey, the caller that just got off the line, I mean, come back on. If you wanna talk, I'm gonna get to you. If you just hold on, I'll get to you. But yeah, I mean, that's what you do with playmakers. You just get the ball in their hand and let them do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody wants talent. No, there's not many quarterbacks that make receivers. All right. There's not many people. You got Drew Brees, you got Drew Brees, you got Aaron Rodgers, you got Patrick Mahomes. Like, there's a lot of Tom Brady that make receivers. Like, I put the ball in such a great place that you're special. You know what I'm saying? It helps you out. It's not many quarterbacks that do that. A lot of quarterbacks just need talent. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not knocking or disparaging. Damn, Akil got talent. He got 2 all swag receivers. He got a tight end that's nice. He got juice in this. He got talent on all. He needs it. But all I'm saying is when you're a quarterback, the mindset that when you know it's your game to win or lose, it's a different mindset. Like Patrick Mahomes. Yeah. We all know Patrick Mahomes can't have a bad game and it can't. Come on, man. This is my point. You all know Patrick Mahomes cannot have a bad game and still win. We all know that. That's what Akil has to go through. And I'm not comparing Akil to Patrick. I'm just comparing the situations where you know your defense ain't nothing and you have to get it right. You got to get it right. That is what it is. So, but hey, D, I got to let you go. Let me take this other caller.
All right, dude.
All right, man. Appreciate it, D. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
What's going on?
What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, my name is Marcus. I'm calling from Mississippi. But I just want to say that I saw Shedeur play in high school. I saw him play MRA and I saw him play Clarksdale. And I wasn't impressed at all. And I can say this right here from watching with my own eyes that he is not nearly the quarterback that Robert Kent was in the early 2000s that came through Jackson State. So I don't know why they thinking that he finna change the world with what he finna do, but I don't know.
Let me ask you a question. So, when you're watching and when you're watching Shedeur, what about his game did you not like? You like, hey, I don't see this, or hey, like he can't do this. Like, be more specific because a lot of people just say you're hating. So
he didn't do anything spectacular to me that made him stand out to say he's a 4 or 5 star quarterback. For what I've seen in 4 and 5 star quarterbacks, he didn't take over the game. He had some really good linemen, some really good wide receivers, and basically he stayed back there and just didn't make any mistakes. I mean, he made some good throws, some bad throws, but he was just, I mean, it wasn't nothing eye-catching about him that made me say that this guy as a freshman is going to go take over the college ranks.
So do you think, let me ask you this question. Do you think with time, do you just always see him as a game manager, or do you feel like with time he can bloom and blossom to the man, being in Akil Glass and being the guy? Like, hey, this is, even if I don't have the defensive talent, even though I know every day I got to go into a game and put up 30, 35 points, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel that he could be that guy?
That's all I saw. I didn't see him make any spectacular throws, or I didn't see anything that just jumped off the charts to me to say, other than the fact that it was Deion Sanders' son. But I didn't see any of that. He was well trained, he was well groomed, but he didn't do anything spectacular for me to say he was a awesome talent that I had never seen before in high school. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And this for me seeing him with my own eyes. So.
That's fair. I mean, it's your opinion. That's fair. Anything else you want to? Any other?
Like, I just want to put that out there because I know. I know Jackson State fans acting. I see some.
Go ahead.
You said what now?
No, I said go ahead. What were you saying? You said you seen Jackson State?
Yeah, I saw some videos of them talking about what Shedeur gonna do in the NFL and everything, and I was like, wow. Okay. Hey, like I said, it's your opinion. That's
That's
But yeah, that's it.
Hey, appreciate the call, my guy. What's funny to me is you guys call these people haters that call in, but I call you cowards for staying in the comments. Like it's a live call-in show. He has the right to call into the show and speak his opinion, but you guys are bashing the man in the comments, and y'all just as pussy because y'all don't ever call in. So what are we talking about? Like, if you really want to get with the smoke, you are more than how he called in and told me his opinion for Shador. I mean, against Shador, you are more than welcome to call in and have your opinion about Shador. Listen, this is not a one-sided conversation. I talk about Quincy Casey because I believe in Quincy Casey has NFL arm. I've broken down the film and shown you that. So my thing is this: it's just as easy as you can get with me on the phone. You guys live in the comments and you act scared. Like, come on, bro. And it's been numerous of times you've seen, and most of y'all have been on my channel for numerous of times, and you know I'll let you speak your mind, no matter how foolish it is. I'll let Malcolm talk for 20, 30 minutes. Come on, man. Like, what are we talking about? Hey, caller, you loud, talk to me.
Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on? This is Marcus calling in from Birmingham, Alabama.
Another Marcus, all right? Another Marcus. All right, talk to me.
Let me just... What's going on? What's going on? In the comment section, I'm just Marcus Allen. Look, the last caller, man, I just got to say this out. Let Shador play the game. Let him play the game, bro. I don't want to sit back and watch. I got my popcorn ready. The documentary got me jumping left and right.
Okay, let me ask you.
I can't wait to see what's about to happen.
Let me ask you.
Look, you thought all Corn State was going to do their thing, but we don't know what's going to happen. But what I'm seeing...
What are you seeing?
Go ahead. My fault.
No. What are you? Hey, turn your background down, because if you got to listen to me, so you know if whatever. But what are you seeing? Tell me. No, you're fine. You're fine. Tell me. What are you seeing?
All right. Okay, this is what I'm seeing, man. I know I'm not there. I'm not the primary source. I'm not there on campus. But the stuff that I've seen, like just following them, like I follow pretty much all the recruits and all the transfers. So I'm seeing the work ethic that Shador's been putting in. Like Shador studies the game. And I think all of us are going to get a surprise awakening the same way North Carolina Central freshman opened our eyes and he derailed and outplayed Felix Harper.
Hey, look, can I ask you a question?
Like this dude was talking about, it's going to end in Atlanta. We going to start in Atlanta. And we going to end in Atlanta. Well, you ain't ending nowhere, bro, if you start off losing.
Can I ask you a question?
But what I'm saying is, man, they get ready. Florida A&M, the Orange Blossom Classic.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, come on. I'm going to call it out right now.
Can I ask you a question?
And
Can I ask you a question?
On it right now, Scott.
Can I ask you a question?
And I'll put 50
Can I ask you a question?
Right now.
Can I ask you a question?
Throw for 300.
Can I ask you a question?
Against
Can I ask you a question?
A&M.
Can I ask you a question? Thank you. Good God. I don't. How y'all? I give y'all this soliloquy and y'all come on my show and overtalk me. I don't understand it. All right. So anyway, my question is you know, COVID is not real, right? You know that, right? You know how I know that?
Again, I kind of lost you.
I said, you know, COVID's not real, right? You know how I know that?
How?
Because Fox News tells me that all the time. They tell me that all the time. They tell me that COVID's not real. But but that's what I've seen. You know, I watch Fox News all the time. So what Fox News does is they tell me that COVID's not real. So of course I don't need a mask. Why would I need a mask?
I don't know. Go ahead. I'm trying to get to your analogy on this.
Oh, because you said I haven't been on campus, so I haven't seen, but everything that I follow, oh man, Shador is, he's tearing it up. He's killing. It's what they want you to see, my guy. Come on, bro. Like, are we really going through this, my guy? This is what we really doing? You can control any narrative. Your Facebook life is a narrative. You don't post if you lost your job. You don't post if your car tire went bad. You don't post if your wife smacked you up this morning. You don't post that stuff. You post, hey, today's my birthday, y'all. Shout out. Oh, today's this, guy. Shout out. You don't post that stuff. It's called a media narrative. Okay. So once again, I'm gonna ask you, how do you know this?
Okay. Scotty, I fuck with you, Scotty. Excuse my language, but I fuck with you, Scotty. I fuck with you, Scotty. I gotta go, man, but I fuck with you, and I'm gonna keep watching, I'm gonna keep supporting, and I'm gonna keep giving you shout outs, man, on my own podcast. But hey, man, keep doing your thing.
Hey,
bro.
appreciate it,
I
man.
fuck with you, dog.
Appreciate it. All right. Listen, guys, we all know that at the end of the day, it's the same thing I said about Alcorn. It's the same thing I said about Alcorn. Is you looking real good in the scrimmage. They looking real good in the scrimmage. And then what happens? They meet up instead until the bullets start flying. That's when it happens, right? That's when it happens. Listen, if we're being honest, listen, CJ, and once again, my call line is open. Let me put my number up just so you scare folk can actually call in one time. All right. If you're scared, go to church, but you can always call in and we can have a discussion. Listen, I don't disrespect. I just simply make a point. And going to CJ Mayo's point, how do I know? I've never said that Shedeur is going to be bad. You can go to any video I've ever put out. I have never said Shedeur is going to be bad. I've never said that. That's because I don't know. Never said that. All I've said is, one, the quarterback battle was never fair. Two, how do you know Shedeur is good as it is? Because all you're basing it off is practice and scrimmages. And three, I don't think he's going to be all world. I just think he's going to be a game manager. That's not saying he's going to be bad. That's not saying he's going to be great. That's my opinion on him being a game manager. But I've never talked about his skill set. I've never talked about his skill set. If anything else, I have said on the opposite end, I said, I feel that Quincy Casey has the better arm. That's all I've said. I've never dogged Shedeur's skill set because I haven't seen it for myself. So I'm not allowed to dog it out. All right. I'm not allowed to. So that's my thing. So don't hit me with, oh, you talking bad about Shedeur. I've never talked bad about Shedeur's football skill set. Never said that. All I've said is his whole life he's had talent. His whole life has been situated for him. I just want to know what he looks like without Deion. No, not indirectly, nothing. Not indirectly anything. If you don't know me by now, Sean Bell, is I don't have to indirectly do nothing. I add everything. If I come for you, I come for you. It's no homo. I don't need to indirect. I don't sneak this nothing. I'll be the first one on here be like, damn, Shedeur, he was killing it he was killing it on Sunday. He was killing FAMU. I don't even know why FAMU was on the field. He was killing these Bamas. I'll be the first one to say that. If he sucked, I'll be the first one to say, where's all the Shedeur hype? So, you know what I'm saying? So that's my point. So don't hit me with some indirectly. I don't indirectly do shit. That's not how I get down. I add everybody. It don't faze me. Comments, people, trollers, I add everybody. So miss me with that, Sean. Miss me with it. Come on, man. Tell him again, Dan. You a sneak dissing? Nigga, I don't sneak diss nobody. That's how I know y'all don't be watching my channel. I don't sneak diss nobody. I will say your name. I don't need to sneak diss nothing. I will be the first one to say Deion can't coach. I'll say that. I don't care. What are you going to do to me? I don't care. It's a fact. You want to be a head coach? You want to be Nick Saban? And you can't coach. If I'm not saying he can't coach. I'm just saying I would say that if a situation occurred, if it happened, I'll be first one to say he can't coach. I'll be the first one to be like, Akil Glass play like trash. I'll be the first one to say, and I got relationship with these, like I talk to these dudes like, hey, yo, like, I'll be the first. Anybody can get it. That's why I tell you guys, I'm super objective. If Quincy Casey was playing for Alabama and threw 3 picks and 1 touchdown, I'd be like, what the hell was that, Quincy? You got me over here on the cross for you, my guy. I'm over here on the ledge for you, and that's how you gonna do me? I'll be the first one to say that. I'll be the first one. I would be the first, because you know what I'm gonna get? I'm gonna get all the callers. It's gonna be like 33 callers on here talking about what happened with your boy Quincy. What happened with your boy Quincy? 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 That's all y'all gonna be saying. So I know I gotta be the first one to attack him. Come on, man. I don't sneak this nobody. I'll say your name right behind it. It is nothing. Nah, you ain't sneak this type dude though, and I didn't think you know about half the you say hints. I don't agree with you, but you ain't running from the. Nah, never run. Now listen, I might have to take some stuff back from Grambling. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I've talked to a couple people. Grambling might do something. I ain't even gonna hold you. Grambling might do something. I might have to put this trash bag away. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm not. Their schedule is still hard as crap. But they do have a really solid team. Really solid. Nah, Scott, I think you really meant that. Nah, Scott, no, I don't. I'll tell you if I mean it, Levi. I'll tell you if I mean it. Trust me. No, you wouldn't, because Glass had 3 picks on him. And oh yeah, see, this is why I don't talk football with you idiots. You can throw 3 picks. Why? The team is on your back. You don't have a choice. What do you like? You got to throw the ball. You don't have a run game. Everybody knows that. You don't have a defense. Everybody knows that. You have to throw the ball. What are you talking about? It happens. What are we talking about? So once again, sports in the SEC by Nico. Shut up. What are we talking about? Come on, man. Dang. Kevin, you have asked for this number like 62 times, bro, and have not called in. For 62 times, you've asked for this number and have not called in. I'm putting this number up. You better call in. All right? I got 30 minutes left on this live stream. You better call in. Dang. Jesus, talking about he threw 3 picks. And you would listen, Bama's would not care if Patrick Mahomes threw 3 picks. You know why? Keep throwing it, Mahomes. You're all we got. Like, if that's all you got, that's all you got. Hey, what's up, Dan? Talk to me.
Bro, what the hell your Betty Crockett? Because you on one tonight.
It's right, but you know I don't go too far without it. I don't go too far without it. Listen, Dan, I ain't even you my man, so I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, it really messed my stomach up this morning at work. I was at lunchtime. I couldn't even take a lunch break because my stomach was like on E. I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot I ain't put nothing on my stomach, so the icing kind of went through me, and yeah, it wasn't the best.
Man, then the phones for some reason is like dragging or something. But man, like a lot of this stuff, like first I'm gonna start with Alcorn.
All right, go ahead.
If you watch the Sweat, everybody know Alcorn every year lose a game they don't supposed to lose. All of a sudden they'll lose a game against a UAPB or Alabama State, a game they aren't supposed to lose. So we can't book, just face everything on that one game with Alcorn.
Mm-hmm.
And because, like they lose a game that they don't supposed to lose.
Facts.
Every year.
Facts.
All right. And then when you come to, when you come to the situation about like Jackson State, they keep talking about their team is going to look different. They got all these transfers and all this. Yes, you were vocal about your transfers. All these other SWAC teams, they went and got transfers. You got, like you say, a lot of these transfers, some of them got production numbers, some of them don't. A lot of these other schools beat Jackson State out for a lot of transfers on players who got production numbers.
Facts.
And like
for instance, A&M, they're gonna have a totally different defense.
Yeah, and they got some. They have transfers that have come from FBS level 2. I can't say they're dogs because their production wasn't super high. So I got to keep it fair across the board. They got the same Niles Gaddy. They ain't got no stats. Alabama AM got a Niles Gaddy. Ain't got no stats. We'll leave it like that. All right, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? Dan, can you hear me? I don't know, guys. My phone lines are messing up. Hey, caller, you live? Talk to me.
What's going on, man?
What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, man. First off, I'm trying to see what's going on with these people up in the chat.
Hey, the chat always be lit, bro.
And second, I just finished watching the second episode of the documentary, and I like the way that he put the expectations of the team.
Yeah, I like that too. He said that up front, like, yo, the expectations of the program is this or that. I love that too as well. Can you hear me? I just want to make sure because I don't know if my call line is working.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
But the thing is too, like he had to get those people up in there. He had to get those players up in there that wasn't about nothing. They didn't want to do anything. That wasn't going to class. That was dogging it out in practice. It's either like, hey, I got to show you the door. If you're not in, if you're not in it to win.
Yeah, that's facts. Facts. I mean, but that's with any program.
But anyway, I'm a.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna hit you up later, bro.
I appreciate it. Hey guys, hold on. Let me change something up here. Oh shoot, I got my phone as my webcam. I can't use my phone. All right. Hopefully I can get these things going. Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me.
Scotty, how you doing? It's Deputy Mario.
Is what? Oh, Deputy Mario. What's good? Talk to me.
Deputy Mario.
What's good? Talk to me.
What's going on there? Hey, you sound like your phone dragging. You sound like a robot.
My bad. I don't know what it is, man. I really don't.
I don't think Shador has to be great. I don't think he has to be a kill class, nor do I think he has to be the second coming of Ed McNair. Because as a freshman, the game will be very, very fast for him. So it's going to have to slow down for him in order for him to process how fast the back is. But I think once he starts to process the game, I think he'll be okay. But at first, the game is going to move very, very fast. On this Sunday, the game will be very fast because he hadn't faced talent like this before that he's going to see Sunday.
I agree. Now, my question is that going to affect the win or the loss? I mean, because the way you're describing it, it comes off as a loss.
I think I lost you. Your phone went out. I think I lost you.
All right. I said from what you're describing, it sounds like a loss when you're talking about the freshman and how he has to process the game and learn that. It sounds like, you know what I'm saying, like you're describing a loss. Is that a loss?
Well, I'm not describing a loss, but if the game starts to get away from him, or it starts to overwhelm him, or the game starts to get too big for him, I think the offensive coordinator will take the ball out of his hands and put it into the hands of the running back.
Okay.
And so I think that'll measure it out.
Okay.
Because you don't want him looking like a deer in headlights against a rough, tough FAMU team. So you take the ball out of his hands, give it to the running back, and let the running backs win the game.
That's fair. That's fair. I appreciate the call, my guy. Appreciate the call, Deputy Mario.
Hey, guys. Great talking to you as usual.
Anytime. Hey, DeAndre, I'm sorry, man. I'm about to shut this phone line down because it's not working to the extent that I wanted to. I don't know what is going on. So I'm shutting the call line down. I'm gonna try to bring it back up later, but right now I'm shutting it down. All right, real quick. So let me get to this. I actually agree with you, Kerry. I think this is actually Shadour's strongest point. And this is, and I mean this, I think this is probably going to be his best asset is his IQ, because he's been around football so much. He's been coached by Tom Brady. I really feel his IQ is really going to separate him, or was really going to help him in his freshman campaign. I think his IQ of the game is going to help him a lot. So I do agree with you on that. I think that would be the best thing for him, honestly. What he can depend on the most. I mean, yes, he's talented, but I think his IQ is actually going to be is what's going to take him very, very far in his freshman campaign. All right, guys, but listen, I'm about to shut this down. I don't know what's going on with my phone lines. I do apologize. So all you Twitter fingers, you guys got lucky as always, you guys, because you never want to call in. Like Drizzy, Israel Carey, who else I'm calling out? Charles Moon, scared to call in. Who else? Since I be sneak dissing, so let me just call your names out. EA 2001. Who else would be scared to call in? At VJ State, scared to call in. Sports SEC by Nico, scared to call in. Who else? LJ Lowe, he called in. Appreciate you, LJ. We had a conversation. Who else was scared? Who else? I mean, since I'm not sneak dissing, I want to call your names out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know your real name. Your mama might called you something, but it's whatever. Kevin McDade never called in. Who else? Let me see. Also, who else ain't calling? Yeah. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure. I just want to get the phone back up. I'll be here next time you stream. I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. Hey, listen, tomorrow's going. Tomorrow's not wild. Why do I keep thinking tomorrow's Wednesday? This is my burner account. I ain't never scared. You guys are scared. It's okay. Off script. Make sure. You're right, Steven. You're right. I got to get it locked in on Wednesday. I don't know what I got to do, but I might have to not stream tomorrow just to make sure it works on Wednesday. You're right. You are absolutely right. I cannot let this thing go to waste. Just got to just make sure that right now, Shador throw a pick first game will lose. I'll pay if I don't win. I bet. You too scared to call in? Why would I make a bet over you in the comments? Shut up. I'm not doing that. You too scared. How make a bet with somebody scared to call in? That don't even make sense. Man, stop playing me, man. Stop playing with me. That's not how this works, my guy. That's not how this works. All right. Remember, Wednesday, Orange Blossom Classic Trash Talking Wild Out Wednesday. You already know what it is. It's going down. Lord willing. I mean, this internet is killing me. All right. Lord willing, the call lines are open. You know what? I'm a double see. Yeah. I'm gonna try this call. I need somebody to call in. I want to test it out. All right. You don't have to have a real opinion, which most of y'all don't. But I got a call right here.
There is one other participant in the conference.
Cool. Let me see. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Yeah, I like the shirt, Scotty. That's a classy shirt.
What's up, Maut?
That's a classy shirt.
Hey, man.
You have great taste.
I try, man. I try.
I'm just calling because it's been a busy Sunday, so normally I will watch immediately as soon as I set the reminder. But one of the things I'm kind of concerned about on Wednesday is that people have to understand a lot of people put money on these games, and the gentleman from Nashville, and when you're gonna have 66,000 people in one place, I am concerned. We got to keep that brotherly love, because Alcorn State. You would have thought that I was a graduate of Alcorn, because I wasn't feeling good after that loss, and that's because that was the surefire team that I expected to win.
Mm-hmm.
UCLA was supposed to. They beat Hawaii. San Jose State beat Southern Utah. The only 50-50 game was the Illinois-Nebraska game. And so I hedged my bets, but I expected Alcorn State to win. And so my point is, when a gentleman alluded to those fights happening, that's because people sometimes have money on those games. And when you lose a game, people start to get what makes them get over their sorrow, alcohol. And next thing you know, someone's talking crazy to you and they're just having fun, but then it gets serious. So that's why I'm a little concerned about wilding out. I mean, it's just, I know how things could go down, and the 66,000 people, they're going to be in attendance, and it would be embarrassing if something goes off. So that's my only big concern, but it's a great show, and thanks. I appreciate all your work.
Hey, no problem. No problem, Malcolm. Shout out to Texas Southern.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Jay, talk to me. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Yo, what's up?
What's good? Talk to me.
All right. So you can hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Is it delayed? Does it sound delayed?
Nope, you A1.
Okay.
All right, so let's do this one more time. Okay. You know, and you tell me when I'm wrong. I'm gonna play this game one more time. It's the last time I played this game. First thing first. There is no hate towards a Shador or Quincy. So let's get this shit out in the air. All right. And I think we all can agree, right?
Yes.
You can I feel bad for you, Scotty, and I got a lot of love for you because you ride with QC, and I appreciate that. I really do, because you ride with QC, and a lot of folks don't like the fact that you ride with QC because, I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out why. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when you compare Quincy to Shador, when people compare them, you can't compare them. I'm just being honest with you. You can't because, man, first thing first, you can say whatever you want to say. And it's not enough, not towards Shador. But the main dad is the coach. You think if I have a bad game and we ride home in the car, I'm not going to tell my son what he should and should not do?
Any father would do that.
Any father would do that. And you know what? Truth be told, that's dope. Because Dion has the power to do that. I'm not going to say he kind of slick bought his son a team. He kind of slick bought his son a team.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's dope. What I have a problem with is we ride the wave, not taking anything away from Shador because he hasn't played a college game yet.
Mm-hmm.
But QC has, and we're like, oh, it's only one game. Please make it make sense, because we can't be one-sided on this way and one side on the other. Because we're saying Shador is great. You even put Shador what? You said he was in your top 6, right?
Yeah, honorable mention. Yeah, he's in my honorable mention.
You put him in your honorable mention. Cool, no problem. But then QC goes, keep in mind, I heard one guy, D. Will, I want to make sure he called in on the show because I think he's drunk. He said Quincy's never thrown a pass over 20 yards. What game is he watching?
Wow.
Because I know damn well Alabama A&M, he threw multiple passes over 20 yards.
And his first game he started against Bethune-Cookman, he threw like a 40-yard bomb rolling out to the right.
And the stadium went crazy for that game. They went crazy when Quincy was in the game. Nobody even knew who Quincy was. So then, okay, forget all that, right? So you're saying, okay, QC this, QC that. It's like, bro, no one's talking about Jalen Jones on the show. They're not talking about, what's the other kid that was transferred?
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Mallory. We're not talking about him. We keep talking about Quincy. So if he's that fucking bad, excuse my language.
You're good. No,
why we keep talking about him? Why you keep comparing them? Why we keep talking about the kid? You know what I'm saying? We failed to realize Quincy was a true freshman last year. So it's like one of those things where I saw somebody say, oh, where's his FBS offers? Quincy had FBS offers. You know what Quincy didn't do? Quincy didn't throw his FBS offers out there because he says it's not about that. He says, I'm choosing the school I want to go to because that's the school I want to go to.
Mm.
That's called character in class. Everybody don't know nothing about that. Tell me when I'm lying.
Listen,
So my point is, we say he don't want to compete. Well, you had Hendricks on the show. He was his coach last year. He told you point blank that Quincy wanted to compete. I don't think you paid Hendricks to say that.
Oh, no, definitely not.
He don't owe you shit to say that about QC. So the thing is, even when you look at comparison with Jalen this past spring, folks don't even know this. So let's just jump to it. Quincy called COVID 2 weeks before the first game. I think that matters just a little bit. Now, I'm not speaking off emotion. We're going to talk facts. We don't speak off emotion. We're going to speak facts. So QC catches COVID.
So who would you start? You probably go run with Jalen, right?
Probably.
Jalen wins the first game. They do well. Why would you bench them? They beat Mississippi Valley. They do well. Why would you bench them? They beat Grambling. They do well. Why would you bench them? They lose against
Alabama
State. You can't bench Jalen because he only lost one game.
Yeah.
Right? Then they play Southern. He gets
mollywopped.
They get beat to sleep. Right? So now you're like, damn, we probably should play QC. Then we play Alabama A&M. He loses to A&M. QC gets the nod on Tuesday. He's starting games on Saturday. Now, if you watch the documentary, because the documentary didn't lie, so Shador was getting snaps in the spring with the ones, right?
Yep.
I would presume so. So if Shador's getting snaps with the ones, Jalen's probably getting snaps with the twos. That probably means Quincy was probably with some of the twos and the threes 9 times out of 10.
Makes sense
so
to
as
me.
a quarterback, you play wide receiver. Don't you got to develop rhythm and chemistry to some degree?
That's
just
facts.
a little bit, right?
Just a little bit.
Oh,
especially if you're supposed to play in the spring. I'm just saying, that's just my thing.
I'm just asking the question. And this is not a shot towards anybody. Because I think what folks, they're so blinded by the Dion effect that put yourself in the shoes if that was your kid. Would you still be saying the same thing?
Exactly.
This whole, man, he just don't want to compete. Bullshit, man. You've been working the same job for 12 years. Your ass ain't asked for promotion yet. Stop. So I think what we got to understand, and so comparably, if you look at his numbers, he didn't have a bad game. In the 3 games that Quincy played, Quincy never threw a pick. Not once at Jackson State. He never threw an interception. So what film are you watching?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we got to come up off this whole, because his last name is not Sanders, his last name is Casey. Like, stop that. Chill out. If he didn't want to compete, again, why would he went to Alabama A&M?
When every school in the SWAC wanted him.
I'm just, it blows my mind, bro. I'm just tripping because dude been putting in work. And what I'm tripping, like the guy D. Will, God forbid, dog, I'll give you $50, he's calling, because I want that garbage ass nigga to call in so bad. He said that the man ain't throwing the pass over 20 yards. See, this is the problem. Folks speak off emotions and they talk off what they hear as opposed to what you know. I got 5 different plays I can pull up off the top of my head where he threw off over 20 yards. How do you know that the coach set the offense up for that? Because I know for a fact the boy threw some NFL type throws. Am I lying?
Nope.
Not lying yet. Somebody said, man, we lost the game because QC ran the game against A&M. Well, let's compare it. I think that was the only other game besides Edward Waters that Jackson State had scored that many points.
That's a fact.
I think that's the game when everybody was shitting on that offensive line. That offensive line looked pretty damn good against A&M.
That's a fact.
You don't think they had nothing to do with the quarterback? Not just a little bit. Not just a little bit. It's ironic because before, when QC committed to Jackson State, before Jalen Jones, it was all good. Then Jalen Jones came. He was a 4-star. And I'm not shitting on Jalen. He's a 4-star. He's a savior. Well, if he was that good, 4-star, he'd still be there. Keep in mind, Hendricks was playing QC, Jalen Jones, and the white, what was the other kid? Ponder.
Okay.
So you had the 3 quarterback rotation. Then you jump into the spring and you're going against, QC and Jalen. And I get it, man. I mean, at the end of the day, let's just be real. We all want to see Shador succeed. That's just it. If he's mediocre at best, he's going to be great because he's got a lot of talent around him.
Facts.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'll put money on it. Jackson State go blow out. They go beat FAMU by 21. They go beat FAMU by 21 because of the talent that he has around him, bro. You can't lose.
Well, you're not supposed to.
You cannot lose.
You're not supposed to.
You can't lose. I'm not taking away from Shador. I've never once taken away from the kid. I think he's talented. It's funny because him and Quincy are kind of one and the same. I do find it ironic that as many dogs as Dion got, he never really got any other 4-star quarterbacks to compete with his 4-star quarterback, but I'm not going to go there because I'm going to sound like a hater.
Hey.
As a matter of fact, since people think that you are such a QC fan, man, you actually got into it because you were riding. What's the boy? What's his name? Sunshine.
Yeah.
You were like, oh my gosh, he's the North Texas guy. I was like, who is this kid? Stop. Where's Sunshine at? We're not talking about Sunshine no more. Why not?
Not even a little bit.
Or is it the fact that, let's just be real, there's no way in hell, regardless if QC or not, was as good as he was, that Dion would allow Quincy to play over his son.
Never.
And I'm telling you, as a father who has a son as a quarterback, I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
You're not doing. No, we can have some talks in the car, son. Ain't no way in hell. That's you, my namesake. That's my last name. And you gonna let some dreadhead kid from Memphis beat you? No, brother, that ain't gonna happen. He not finna do. I'm not even finna put. Shador doesn't have that. He has pressure, but at the end of the day, even if you mess up, you know Daddy got your back tomorrow. That's a hell of a blanket.
Thanks.
That's a hell of a blanket. So I do think Shador's gonna be super successful. I do think Jackson State's gonna ball out of control. But I also think, man, we kind of got to wake up just a little bit. And all these folks talking about, man, he wants to compete. He don't want to compete. The man told QC, man, look, I want you to be Blaine Gabbert and Shador be Tom Brady. What else is there to say?
What else is there to say? If I ask you to be Blaine Gabbert, that means I want you. That definitely means I want you. I want you to be Blaine Gabbert to Shador's Tom Brady. Come on, man. What are we talking about?
I mean, for real, bro. So what I'm saying is y'all got to stop shitting on the kid who, look, dude getting it out the mud. He competing. He never asked to be QB1. He said, I'm going to compete and I'm going to show up every day. So what we competing against? Well, I mean, why we shitting on the kid? He ain't done nothing to you. You can say, oh, he threw 2 picks in practice. That's practice. Because, hell, if Shador throw 4, we're going to be like, man, it was sunny outside today. That was the reason why.
Is that it?
So
let me ask you a question. If Shador throw 4 picks in practice, you think he's still gonna start?
You're damn real he gonna start.
It don't matter how many picks he throw in practice. It don't matter.
And you know what? And guess what? If he throws 4 picks in the game, I'm gonna blame it on the OC. I'm gonna blame it on the wide receiver that run the right route, and I'm gonna blame it on the lineman that didn't block the right assignment.
We will never know, Jay, until Sunday. Sunday is gonna hold a lot of people's feet to the fire. We shall see. We shall see.
Dog, I'm telling you, dude's gonna ball. I think he's gonna ball out. He has a good situation. He is truly blessed. Honestly, bro, I want to be in that same spot with my son when he gets older. That way I can coach him all the way up. And ain't got to worry about nobody else saying nothing to my baby. You shut the hell up. That's my baby. Matter of fact, you go ahead and put your stuff up and go to the locker room, big dog. Don't talk bad to you. Don't talk bad to my son. How dare you, Mr. Wide Receiver? You ran the wrong route. He didn't overthrow shit. That was your fault. Matter of fact, you finna roll for the rest of practice.
Oh my God, it should have been 6'7" instead of 6'3". You stupid.
So now, bro, it's like it's all love and fun, man. I just be reading these comments, dog, and I just be wanting these cats, man. I'm like, Quincy was a 3-star since y'all such Star Wars. He was a 3-star. Go check it. It's out there. Quincy and Shador actually competed against each other at an Under Armour camp. That's not an opinion. That's facts. So all I'm saying is, bro, folks got to chill out with this shit. Because you like QC doesn't mean that you don't like Shador.
Facts.
That's all I'm saying.
Facts.
God damn, bro. You're the one probably media outlet that's probably screaming QC name. Damn, he can't get one? Shit. Hell, Shador got a whole damn Netflix series on him. We can't even get one. We can't even get started with 202 viewers.
He got a whole documentary. He got a whole documentary.
That boy that damn bad?
Man, that's a good one. That's a good one, Jay.
Like,
I like
dude,
that.
that's Snoop Dogg on his phone. He throwing with Tom Brady on the weekend. Hell, we talking about Scotty with 200 viewers. Don't be surprised if the folks call you later on.
Oh.
So, man.
Oh. Yeah.
Nope.
But, hey, appreciate the call, though, Jay.
I'm gonna leave that at the top, bro. I appreciate it, bro.
Hey, anytime. Hey, DeAndre, you my last caller. Wrap it up for me. What you got? What you got? Wrap up the show for me.
Okay. Hey, so got a question to ask about I'm really interested to see how the FAMU KSU game is going to be. About FAMU's quarterback. He's a redshirt junior, but he hasn't played many games. He's played like 3 games. How much stock you taking of that, even though he hasn't played nothing?
Oh, I'm not. Listen, I'm gonna have a breakdown on this on Friday, but I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek. I'm gonna break down position by position. That's that, like,
yeah,
kind of like,
because,
okay,
because
it's a push.
I've been listening.
It's a push. I'll give you that. It's a push. Rashawn McKay, Shedeur Sanders is a push.
Freshman, highly ranked, but neither one of them has really done nothing. And 3 games ain't really much. Coming off the bench against us, nobody prepared for him. Nobody prepares for the backup. So just wanted to see your take on that, because I believe that is going to be the tell of the tape with the quarterback, and I think FAMU has the best safety tandem. I'm interested to see how the cornerbacks going to do, because they have the best safety tandem, but they got to help. Underneath may be wide open also. So, but I believe the quarterback is going to make a big difference, because neither one of them they're both unproven, to be honest.
I like your I like where you're going with this. I really do. Because it's more football. Like the thing with this is, right, and it's a comment I'm putting up on the screen. Ruben said a true freshman airing it out on 2 All-American safeties. Well, them safeties can't be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go 5 wide, they're either sitting in the box or they're out wide. So they can't do everything. They're not going to be everywhere. And if I spread you out far enough, I can find the mismatch. That's just how football goes. I will find the mismatch. You know what I'm saying? So
go
ahead.
And if a kill didn't throw on Nugget, that quarterback definitely not even looking his way. I'm hoping that the cornerback, the DC, I hope DC lets Nugget travel with Xavier. That's what I'm hoping, because I would love to see that matchup. Let him travel where, if you travel to the bathroom, Nugget, you go to the bathroom. Because that's what everybody said, that's their best receiver. So, because they don't talk about no other receivers also. So, I'm interested to see what their quarterback would do if that is taken away also. So, but I believe that is going to be it. FAMU has the best 2 safeties, but you're right, they can't be everywhere. And there's enough wide receivers, and Shedeur is intelligent enough to be like, okay, hey, if you want to try to sit there and try to go over the top, I'll just be side.
Yeah.
So I just want to see because he's a junior, but he hasn't played nothing, to be truthful. So
no, like I said, I agree with you. I and that's why I said the quarterback position to me is a push. There's nobody that I would just be like, he's legit. It's a push. You haven't seen Shedeur. You haven't seen McKay, like when it's his squad, like everything is on him. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see more of that before I want to put a bet on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know about the quarterback play. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't either. It's gonna be interesting. I'm interested to see what your breakdown is gonna be. I sit there. I actually just read an article like Willie Simmons just said they over prepared for Shedeur, which I'm sure they've been over preparing for him because they knew he was going to start.
Mm-hmm.
But their safeties, FAMU safeties are definitely legit, but they can't be everywhere.
Oh yeah, you're right. They cannot be everywhere.
So that was the. You want to get your insight on it, especially the quarterbacks, because I believe that's, to me, so many games come down to quarterback play.
Mm-hmm.
And turnover and decision making, and you just never know. No one knows how Shedeur is going to react. No one knows how this junior who's been sitting for 2-3 years going to react either.
Yeah.
And then 2 years.
Yeah.
So
you got to take that. I mean, Shador hasn't played in the fall. So, I mean, damn, you haven't played in 2 years because no one's going to give them the 2-year excuse. So if they win, they're not going to use that either. So,
but hey,
it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it is going to be interesting. Hey, appreciate the call, my guy.
Hey, appreciate it.
Hey. All right, so before I go, I had a caller tell me to play this video. It's my video of me being me. All right, I want to see what he told me to play this at this timestamp, so I'm going to play it. Let me see.
Just to be on a bench and waiting his shot, that don't mean he can't be effective to the team.
Yeah.
Y'all better think football here. Y'all better think football. Yeah, I don't know, bro. This is crazy.
Listen, I'm ready, man. Listen, to me, if you know me, I'm Captain Patty Sergeant Smoke. So if I was Quincy, I want that smoke. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not taking away from none of the players from JSU. They're all dogs. Like Quincy knows what he's going to be going up against. You know what I'm saying? When he starts next year, you're going to see Nugget. You're going to see Bowden. You're going to see Shiloh. You're going to see kid. But look, I don't care how big you is.
I'm telling my defensive line. You see the starting right tackle right here. He's not like that. This is a weakness. Go beat him right there. It's so much stuff that you can do. Now, me personally, if I was quitting, I'd went to somewhere like the Great Study University. You know what I'm saying? I'd have went somewhere.
Hey, I'm gonna let that go because I'm about to get up out of here. Hey, appreciate the call, guys. Appreciate the time. Hey, I don't know if I'm gonna do that Tuesday recap. I'm gonna just watch it and enjoy it and sit on the sideline. All right. But here it comes. Let me see. Did I miss something? Did I miss something, Dante? Was that it? Hold on. Hold on, let me.
I'd have went somewhere where I can beat them on the biggest stage in HBCU football, the Boombox Classic. And somebody might argue with that. Like, you have the Southern Heritage Classic and the Florida Classic, but ain't nothing like the Boombox. Bro, I'd have went to a school that the rivalry is just big because A&M is smart because it's hard for a SWAC team to get a damn good quarterback. And that was smart on their part. You know what I'm saying? Planning for the future. You know what I'm saying? So that was damn smart. But I'd have went somewhere. I wouldn't have went to A&M, bro. I'd have probably went to like either Grambling, believe it or not, or Southern. One of the two teams that I know for sure could do it to him on the biggest stage. Shit. And another thing that we sleeping on that Dex doesn't worry about, Samuel Bethune-Cookman.
Facts.
Florida boys.
Facts. Them Florida boys, they know they different. They different. But, hey, Smash, let me tell you, and this is for everybody listening. So I'm cool with Quincy's brother, right? So I've talked to Quincy's brother, and he just asked me for my opinion. He was like, yo, if it was you, what would you do? And I said, look, I would look to go Power 5. I said, now, unless a school in the SWAC was like, it was either going to be, I told him, I said, for me, it would either be Southern or Alabama A&M or UAPB, because I like Kitten Evans as the offensive coordinator. I feel he's amazing. He's a great, great offensive coordinator. But I said, if it's Southern, I don't feel I have the receivers to compete. I'm not, and that's just me. Like, I would say I would need some receivers. Understood. You know what I'm saying? But all right, my bad, D. I gotta go though. Hey, appreciate the call, guys. Appreciate appreciate you guys sticking it out with me. Hey, until next time, you know what I'ma do. I'ma holla. God bless.